Well, I am blocked from off of X for 6 days and 23 hours, okay? So, I made a comment. It wasn't really a bad one. Some white lady had called a 5-year-old autistic child the N-word because the child was her child, her 5-year-old was playing with a toy, and her 3-year-old was playing with a toy, and the 5-year-old took the toy or something like that, and she went off. So I said she better be glad sister wasn't there, because she would have got her ass whipped. So they voted it down as a threat for violence or whatever, and threat of violence, and my account is blocked. So there is a good thing in most bad things that happen, that occur. There's something to be positive to be gotten out of it. So maybe I'll just make some extra videos for the next week or so and stay off of X, because I ain't gonna lie, I live on there. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about the so-called conscious community, the community that's always talking about Atlantis and the face on the moon, and we kangs and queens and mojo bags and this and that. Okay, so I think I made a video about this not too long ago, but I'm just going to reiterate. If I am no longer interested in talking about mysticism with people, every time we have a meetup, every time I call you, you want to talk about astrology and the stars, you want to talk about how the planets are aligned. Hey, I've been studying astrology for over 20 years. I love astrology. But I don't want to talk about it every time we hook up, or every time you call me or I call you. I don't want to talk about that all the time. So I'm done with the wear these rocks so you can get this type of effect. People, this jewelry will help bring you in some money and yada yada. I'm tired of it. I watched thousands of videos combined by the likes of Bobby Emmett, Deborah Blair, it's so many. I can't even think. The queen, the lady that used to be married to Philip Valentine. I've watched tons of his movies. His videos, and so many others. Okay, so the House of Consciousness, I've watched tons of their videos. The people, I can't even mention all the videos that I've watched of these people who are always talking about mysticism, the occult, and yada yada. I kind of feel like they were, and I was too. I was into it at one time, not knowing any better. But I kind of feel like this is how a lot of people deal with pain. It's like a pain release or something that they can get away from their reality. They go into these, mental gymnastics about the color of a rock changing their lives. Okay, they're trying to hide from something. They're trying to avoid something. They're self-medicating. All right. So I remember years ago, I was in this Ia. I was in this. She was an Ia. She was E5, and I was becoming one of her students. And she had a daughter. And this young lady was jobless. She couldn't get a job because she had a felony. She had 2 kids she could barely take care of. No man around for the kids. She threw one of her kids off on her mom, and her mom accepted the oldest one. Her mom accepted that one, but she wouldn't accept the youngest. She said she can't take on 2 kids. And plus, this child that she's been taking care of almost since he's been born, he's almost grown. She don't want to take on a child that's in their preteens and stuff like that. So this lady, and I'm not knocking a hustle. We all need a hustle. Even when we make good money, we should have a side hustle where we depend on nobody but ourselves, okay? We work, we want to work, we set our own hours, our own pace, all that good stuff. We should all want that. All right, so I'm not knocking her, but she's sitting up here making some mojo bags talking about, I think she was trying to charge like $15 or $25. I don't remember. I know it was more than 10. And she, they're prosperity bags. She's mixing different herbs. And do you want to buy this? And here you are, broke, busted, with no way out of your situation. Don't you think that your money mojo bags should work for you first before they work for anybody else? I mean, like I said, I can understand you getting up a hustle so you can better your financial situation. I just saw a habit, just recurring situations with these people, and I'm tired of it. The last time I dealt with somebody like that, we would go over and we would, to our house. We had something that she was doing once a week, and I would go over there knowing good and well I shouldn't have went over there every week, maybe once a month or maybe twice a month. But anyway, constantly over there mixing honey and herbs and confetti and whatever, trying to get a certain result in our lives. And I got this tea, this is for this spiritual enlightenment. And oh my God, let's get together from now on and talk about finances. Let's get together and teach each other how to what's that called? What's it called? Let's get together and talk about business. Get that straight, okay? Let's get together and talk about the importance of life insurance to build generational success in our family. Let's talk about something that we can actually use and benefit from. Why are we going around with all these bad health issues? We should get together and talk about what it is that we can do to heal ourselves with whatever herbs or minerals that we can use or whatever. All right, we need to talk about things that is going to uplift ourselves in the physical and in the natural and our communities. Why aren't we involved in our communities? And when these people in power that make these draconian laws, and they're trying to make them, why we don't encourage each other to get out and vote and get other people to come out so we can block them and save the environment? Look out for low income, look out for anybody in need, handicapped elders. Why aren't we politically involved in our community? But we want to sit up and make honey jars. What the hell is going on? I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not interested. Next time somebody say let's get together, I want to know what you're talking about, okay? Are you trying to set up, help us to determine if we need sole propriety or some other type of business arrangement? Are you helping us in any type of way, financially, health-wise, helping us to open our eyes to see what's going on around us, and hopefully encouraging us to get involved in our communities that are going to hell while we, talking about this herb will open your third eye and all that crazy mess. I'm tired of it. I am done. Do not come to me with this no more. The next person that comes to me, I'm just going to hurt your feelings, because somebody needs to hurt your feelings in order to wake you up. I found that when I was doing something stupid and ignorant and going the wrong way and on the wrong path, I had a cousin that would talk down to me, and he wouldn't just constantly do it. He would say something really, really mean to me, but it would open my eyes and I would do better. People need to be shocked back into reality. You need a wake-up call that is so brutal and so mean and so cold and cruel, but in the long run, it's gonna help you, okay? Because it's gonna wake you up. All right. So I'm done. You better not come to me talking about no goddamn astrology. Look, like I said, I've been studying that for over 20 years. I'm not trying to talk about that with you. Let's get it together, folks. Come back into the real world and stop self-medicating in the fantasy world, in the delusional world. That's why folks be ending up in cults and stuff and getting used and abused like by people like Nature Boy and stuff like that. That's how we get caught up in these cults. And he sit up in jail, got life without parole. Y'all, let's do better.